I stopped trying to force motivation and started building momentum instead. I always try to wait for the perfect moment to start my work. So for context, I'm a video editor, right? And most often, I try to wait until I am motivated before I start work. However, the problem is that moment almost never comes. So I keep waiting and waiting. So 30 minutes turns into an hour turns into 2 hours, and so on and so forth. And then I stumbled upon this mindset, which completely changed how I get things done, and I want to share it with you. Hello friends, I'm David, and I'm part of our team here at Overcome. And here at Overcome, our goal is to help more and more people with their mental health. Before we go into the video, I'd like to say that we at Overcome offer free mental health coaching for anyone who needs it. So for example, if you're someone who's struggling with procrastination, anxiety, career problems, or anything else, this could be for you. So go to the link in the description in case you want to try our free mental health coaching. It's free, so hopefully you can try it out. Anyway, let's go back to the video. So like I was talking about, we are often in this never-ending loop of waiting for motivation. So we wait for motivation, we start overthinking, we start feeling guilty because we're overthinking. And then what ends up happening is we're still not doing the task. And then that becomes a cycle. Because of this, what ends up happening is we end up feeling more anxious or more shame because we're unable to do our work. But here is the new mindset that really helped me as well with my procrastination, since I also tend to procrastinate. The mindset is action creates motivation, not the other way around. So our expectation is we need to find motivation first, right? But that's not really the case. I remember a lot of times in my work where I would be procrastinating, and then I realized that all I needed to do was to start. But it's hard to start since sometimes you feel like the task is super big. Like for example, with me, I have big projects that I have to do. Like this video, it's a huge thing to edit the video for mental health. But what I learned along the way is at least try to find the small task that you can start with. I think some people call this chunking it down. Instead of looking at the big task, try to chunk it down into smaller steps just so you don't get pressured so much. Because starting small builds momentum. So let's say for me, I'm a video editor, so I make these videos. So I think starting small for me would be opening a document just to do script writing. Or let's say when I'm about to edit the video, the small step for me is to just open the project file. Legit, just something super small to help you get started. Opening your laptop can be the small step. Sitting down on your work chair can be a small step. So just find that small step that you can take so you can get started. And then once you get started with that small step, hopefully things will keep going. So that's the first thing I can share with you. Really just try to make that mindset shift that you just need to start with something small. You don't need to finish the project all in one go. You don't need to think about that. You just need to start small. Another thing that I think might be helpful is sort of an identity thing. Since when we're doing our job, we're often thinking about, oh, I need to finish XYZ. But what if we shift that into a different type of thinking? Like, I'm someone who shows up. I'm someone who can start. I'm someone who shows up every day for work. I'm someone who can be consistent with that. That's a mindset shift. And that could be helpful for you as well, since instead of focusing so much on what you need to finish or what you need to accomplish, you instead focus on the identity that you want yourself to have. So this rewires procrastination from an outcome pressure into an identity alignment. So you want your identity to be someone who shows up, someone who's consistent, even if it's just the little things, the small tasks. That's okay, because you're someone consistent. So this rewiring can be helpful for you as well. On top of chunking down your tasks into smaller steps to help you start faster, there are other strategies that you can try as well. Like let's say setting up a 5-minute timer, and then whatever you finish within that 5 minutes is enough. Or a physical ritual, let's say before work, like sitting down on your work desk or wearing your headphones or playing some music. That could be a ritual. So these small steps or these rituals can be like a way for you to start. Anyway, so those are just some small things that I feel like you can try out. I tried those out and they've been really helpful. I think especially since I do have ADHD, they've been helpful with my ADHD as well, but not all the time, but they're worth the shot. Something I think that we should also remind ourselves, and I think I mentioned this in one of our other videos about procrastination, is we're not really avoiding the task, we're avoiding the feeling attached to the task. So I think I mentioned this before, that when it comes to my other clients that I worked for, I didn't feel too happy working with them. So that was one reason why I wasn't super motivated to do the job of video editing for them. But what we can do is to accept that this discomfort is part of that process. Just accept that these feelings of anxiety, pressure, and everything else, it's part of it. Like, we can never truly get rid of it, and we can try to find a space to accept them, that they simply just exist and they're part of our process. And then hopefully once you start accepting these feelings, that these things are normal, what you feel is normal, then hopefully you stop being afraid of starting. So I think for you, if I were to coach you on your procrastination, my question for you is, what's the small thing that you can try to build momentum? It can be building a ritual before work. It can be starting with a smaller task, like chunking it down. Let's say simply opening your laptop, simply opening a document. What's that small thing? And I think I would love it if you can let me know in the comments what that small thing is. And then, yeah, let's just help each other out. And if you feel like you're someone who needs support with your mental health, we at Overcome offer free mental health coaching for anyone who needs it. So it's a process of finding the right coach for you. So it's free, try it out. The link is in the description below. And then hopefully your coach will be able to help you with procrastination. If you like this type of content, feel free to like and subscribe. That's really helpful, since that helps us reach more and more people. And it keeps you updated for more content that we have on mental health. If you like this video, you might also like our previous video, which is about how meditation helps with anxiety, just in case you want to try meditation. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one.